perhaps I should do the whole video in a really, really, really bad British accent. No, not gonna do that. Well, hey there, reader friends, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Erica, and I, today, am going to give you my Victober TBR! Yay! Huzzah! Merry met! I don't know what's going on right now. It's the end of the day, and I had a full day at work. Victober is being hosted and facilitated by 4 booktubers, and over at Beyond the Pages, Katie at Books and Things, Kate at Kate How, and Lucy over at Lucy the Reader. I am so happy that they're doing this because I took a Victorian graduate class when I was an undergrad, and I loved it so much, but like reading 2 to 3 Victorian novels a month while on top of having an overfull schedule my last semester was perhaps not the wisest decision I've ever made in my life. So I'm very excited to spend the entire month rediscovering my love for all things Victorian. Also, if you don't know, the Victorian period in literature is from 1837 to 1901, or during Queen Victoria's reign. Now you can get that question right on Jeopardy. You're welcome. So let's go ahead and discuss the challenges. The first challenge is to read a Victorian book by an Irish, Scottish, or Welsh author. So often when we think of Victorian authors, we think of the great English authors like Dickens, but there are so many, so many great other non-English Victorian authors, other UK authors that are not English. Maybe that's the better way to say it. I don't know. Words, guys. The second challenge is to read a Victorian book that was recommended to you by a friend. The third challenge is to read a supernatural Victorian book, which totally fits in with the month because it's October, Halloween, all things supernatural and spooky. Number 4 is to read a lesser-known Victorian book. This is Angie's challenge, and she's determined that ideally lesser-known means less than 12,000 reviews on Goodreads, which pretty quickly eliminated every single Victorian book I've ever heard of. And the 5th challenge, which is the overall challenge for Victober, is to read a Victorian book by a female author. So let's go ahead and get into the books that I chose. The first book I selected for Victober is Dracula by Bram Stoker. This is the new annotated version, which is like this is a serious book. I mean, look. This is the text. These are the annotations, which the geek in me is totally excited about. I'm actually pretty stoked. This book is going to fulfill challenge number 1, which was to read a Victorian book written by a Irish, Scottish, or Welsh author. Bram Stoker was Irish. I didn't even know. This book is also going to fulfill challenge number 3, which was to read a supernatural book, because vampires. The next book I'm going to be reading for Victober is North and South by Elizabeth Gaskell, which was not a well-known Victorian book to me, but apparently is known by everybody else in the world because it has lots of reviews on Goodreads. If you don't know the story, it follows a young woman who falls into a romance with a wealthy mill owner. But I'm really interested in this because apparently there is quite a bit of discussion on social class and the working class in particular in England at this time, which was not a happy set of circumstances. This book is going to fulfill challenge number 2, which was to read a Victorian book recommended to you. Thanks, Hillary! Thank you, Becca! Thank you, everybody! I'm really excited. This book is also going to fulfill challenge number 5, which was to read a Victorian book by a female author. The final book on my official TBR is Thomas Hardy's The Woodlanders. This is going to fulfill the read a lesser-known Victorian book challenge. It has, at this point in time, less than 12,000 reviews on Goodreads, and the only way I found this book was because it was on Angie's list. Thank you, Ange, because I was struggling. I was struggling to find a lesser-known Victorian book because, like I said, apparently everything I know of is very well-known. My degree's in English, but apparently I didn't get a broad enough education. Now, those 3 books are all fairly thick, and they do fulfill all the challenges for Victober, but who knows if I'm gonna like them? I've never read any of them. Maybe some of them I will be like, oh my gosh, no thank you, you're too much like Dickens. Nope. So I have 2 substitute books for October. The first is Agnes Grey by Anne Bronte. She's the only Bronte sister I haven't read, actually, so I really need to get on it. And this was also recommended to me by a friend. Thanks, Anna. The second substitute I have is Middlemarch by George Eliot, who's actually a chick. Yay for George Eliot. Woohoo. Or maybe not yay, because she had to publish under a dude's name in order to get any sort of, reputation. I don't know. I started this book for my Victorian lit class, and then life happened and I actually didn't finish it in time. Shh, don't tell Kathy. Don't tell Kathy. Sorry, Kathy, didn't finish. This is a pretty thick book as well, but since I already read about half of it, it'll probably go quickly if I decide to choose this substitute, or if I, by some miracle, finish the 3 that are the actual TBR and decide to keep reading Victorian literature, because why should we ever stop? Never, never stop reading. So that's it, guys. Those are all the books I've selected for Victober. Let me know if you're participating in Victober as well. I would love to know what books you've chosen, or if you have any comments in general, be sure to leave them down below. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye. Guys, guess who might make appearance in this video? Nope, not Lily. It's the other one. Oh, she's not happy. She's not happy. Look, say hi, Cleo. You're on camera. Hello, BookTube. She's like, it's very nice and warm in these lights, but also that dog might come.